My dear students, today we are going to start with the chapter The Ailing Planet by Nani Palkiwala. Now, what do you mean by ailing? Ailing refers to diseased, not in a proper condition. Now, which is that planet which is diseased, not in a proper condition? That is our very own planet Earth. Dear students, you need to know that it is man who is the world's most dangerous animal, and man alone is responsible for the destruction of the planet. Now, today we are going to throw some light into the chapter, go through the summary and some important word meanings of the chapter. This chapter focuses on the factors that are responsible for the declining health of the earth. The chapter was originally an article written by Nani Palkiwala, which was published in the newspaper The Indian Express on November the 23rd, 1994. The writer discusses the green movement, how a zoo in Zambia declared human being as the world's most dangerous animal. The writer also focuses on overpopulation, deforestation, and what should be our responsibility towards the environment. This chapter not only tells us that man is responsible for the deterioration of the condition of our planet Earth, but also the remedies how to get the planet recovered. In this chapter, the writer raises an issue towards the deteriorating health of the earth. As human beings have been exploiting natural resources from decades, presently the condition has made the environment critical. In 1972, the Green Movement helped environmentalists to raise awareness about the harmful condition of the earth, and since then, there has been no looking back, as the movement has been successfully educating the people about the conservation of the environment. Earth is like a patient whose health is declining, and it is our duty to improve it. In 1987, the term sustainable development was used by the World Commission on Environment and Development. A zoo in Lusaka, Zambia, has a cage in which a sign reads, "The world's most dangerous animal," and inside there's a mirror. It gives a message that human beings are the most dangerous animal. Brand Commission raised a question: Are we to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscapes, and ailing environment? One needs to remember that we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers, but we have borrowed it from our grandchildren. In other words, we are not the owners of the planet, but we have a full life tenancy. And who are we? That is, we owe this particular planet to whom? We have borrowed this earth from our grandchildren. There are four principal biological systems that form the foundation of the global economic system: the fisheries, the grasslands, the forests, and the croplands. These four systems also provide food and raw materials for industries, except for minerals and synthetics. With these systems becoming unsustainable, fisheries will collapse, the forests will slowly disappear, grasslands will turn into barren land, and croplands will become worse. In poor countries, forests are being cut down for fuel wood, which is used for cooking purposes. There are some areas where the cost of fuel wood is more than the cost of the food. It is leading to deforestation at an alarming rate. One of the reasons for the exploitation of the environment is the increasing population. It is observed that about 1 million population is increasing in every 4 days. This is definitely not a good sign. There is an urgent need to control overpopulation in the world. Development is the best contraceptive for this problem, as it will help in reduction in fertility, increase in education, income, and improvement in health. Therefore, we should see the world as a whole and not in dissociated parts. That is, in order to see to it that the condition of our earth does not get diseased, we should not work as separate countries but should work as a whole, as a part. It is a holistic and ecological view. According to Lester Brown, as we had already discussed, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers, but we have borrowed it from our future generations. In other words, this earth, the diseased planet, we did not inherit it from our forefathers, and this diseased planet we cannot give it or pass it on to our children. Now, before my dear students, you go through the chapter, let us go through some important words and their meanings in this chapter. First word is grit. Grit means the hold or the clutch. Green movement. It was a movement that was started in New Zealand in 1972 as an act to protect the environment. Irrevocably, in a way that cannot be changed or reversed. Holistic and ecological view, it means a view for the preservation of the environment. It also refers to the understanding of importance of Earth's resources for the use of future generation. That is, we don't have to overuse our resources, otherwise we will not be able to pass it on to our children. Revolutionary, evolving a complete change. Metabolic needs of a living organism that enables them to have a chemical process that causes food to be used for growth and energy. In other words, it is our planet Earth who needs to be treated as a patient in declining Earth, a patient who has his own metabolic needs and activities. Then only we can have a holistic approach towards the planet. Ethical obligation, when someone is required to do something based on a righteous standard of rules. In other words, it is our moral duty. Stewards, manage or to look after, the person who manages or look after the property. Sustainable development, the economic development without depletion of the natural resources. Dawned, to begin. Catalogued, to classify or to characterize. Reckon, calculate. Languish, to lose or lack of vitality of a person or plant or animal. In other words, to grow weak. Ignominious darkness, that is, to be lost in darkness where the people don't know about your existence. Inter alia, among the other things. Scorched, burn the surface with heat of fire. Impoverished, to make poor. Ailing, diseased or in poor health or condition. Next word is synthetics, artificial substance. Impaired, it means weakened or damaged. Barren wastelands, barely inhabitable piece of land. Deteriorate, to become progressively worse or decline. Decimated, to reduce in number. Procure, to obtain with care or effort. Proceed, come before in order or possession. Patrimony, property inherited from father or ancestor. Deprives, prevent a person from using something. Endeavor, trying hard to achieve something. Anguish, the pain or suffering. Casteism, discrimination on the grounds of caste. Catastrophic depletion, a harmful reduction in a number of something. Distorting, to deform or disfigure. Beget, to give life to. Condense, find guilty of something, sterilized, make free from bacteria or other microorganisms, voluntary, done or given of one's free will, coercion, that is the force, perpetuation, keep going, demise, that is the death, usher, to guide someone somewhere, hutments, that is the collection of huts, the transcending concern, a concern that existed for a very long time and has passed down from one generation to another. Decisively, clear and definite, felicitous, well chosen, freehold, permanent tenure of land or property, that is life tenancy, with the possession of the land. My dear students, just go through the chapter, the Ailing Planet, go through the word meanings, and I'll come back to you with the next video of the explanation of the chapter. Thank you.